Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to have you to pause the video so that you can focus on which deck is resonating with you. And we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. All right, we have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Moon, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, overall energy, the Eight of Athens, Five of Cups, and Nine of Wands. All right, so overall energies, okay, I feel like maybe there's something going on where you could be feeling kind of defeated or trapped. I feel like you're dealing with something internal. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of emotions, and there's something going on where you're trying to process. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of disappointment or things that have not gone right in your life. Things that have happened in the past that you can't change or fix. And I just kind of feel like it's hard for you to release that. I kind of feel too like maybe you're blinded by your own doubt or insecurities. Seems like you can't figure something out. You could potentially feel like you have backed yourself into a corner. Maybe there's a lot of things happening around you, and maybe you feel like you can't either control the things that are happening around you, or you can't access something even though it's within reach. There is just a sense of entrapment, just feeling confined, mentally confined. I also feel like maybe you're able to pick up on a lot of energies, or you're just like hypersensitive to your surroundings, which makes it hard for you to focus. And it seems in general too that like maybe there's a lot of things on your mind, and like you don't know which direction to go in. I feel like you're having a hard time using your intuition about something. Like maybe there's a lot of interference around you. There may be something significant in regards to a water sign and a fire sign. From a metaphysical or spiritual standpoint, there could be some sort of spirits around you, like some sort of trapped energy, or maybe you can feel, it just still seems like the presence of these energies are overwhelming. it could be that spirits are trying to give you some sort of message, but it's overwhelming. Like maybe they're trying too hard. If you're a medium, or yeah, if you're like a medium, or able to channel, regardless, I just kind of feel like it's hard for you to hone in on what's being expressed to you. It seems that there's like a lot of confusion about, what you're needing to do. I just feel like maybe there's a loss of direction. I kind of feel like maybe you used to believe in yourself, but maybe something has happened recently, or too many things have happened recently that did not go in your favor. So now you're just kind of struggling, and that's just affecting how you see things. I feel like maybe your vision is obscured. I feel like something's getting ready to happen where, like, there's going to be some sort of a forced, or some chain of events that forces you to maybe go in a different direction. But I also feel like you end up becoming independent. I don't know if you are currently in a situation where you feel codependent, but something might happen where you have your independence. I kind of feel like independence could be restored. Maybe it scares you to become independent. I don't know if you've become comfortable leaning on someone, or if someone has become like a crutch, or a situation has become a crutch. And so now when it's time to let go, it's just hard for you to do that. But I kind of feel like at some point you're going to be forced to let go, or people might have to be severed from your life, so that people can go in their own directions. If you're intuitive too, I feel like you're also needing to pay attention to messages in your dreams. Your dreams might be trying to prepare you or warn you about something that is getting ready to happen. And I just kind of feel like there is going to be something disruptive happening. Now, also, just because of how the order is going, is in the expressions on here, it makes me feel like you will feel much better after this big change, or this big realization. Like you're gonna feel better. Maybe you realize that something wasn't so bad, or it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. Yeah, I just kind of feel like there's a sense of relief. I also feel like maybe confidence is going to be restored. If there's been anxiety in regards to finances, so far it looks like there's a situation happening where at least you have enough to sustain yourself. So if you were worried about falling behind on, bills, or if you weren't going to be able to come up with a certain amount of money for XYZ, to me it looks like you will. Something also might happen in the nick of time. So I feel like you're going to have clarity on the things that you were worried about. I feel like you're going to get a response or a clear answer. It also looks like some sort of truth is revealed to you, even if it's an uncomfortable truth. It kind of looks like you're dealing with some sort of internal war, so it also could be battling demons, but I feel like you're going to be like purified. You might have a conversation with someone that restores your faith or gives you clarity. And then I feel like you're also learning something about your ancestors or your extended family. In a love situation, you might find out that someone is single. It's possible that you're going to go into some sort of an agreement or relationship with a fire sign. In a love situation, I feel like two people have found each other, or two soulmates are coming together. And it's like you guys have an agreement in this lifetime. You might learn that somebody went through a divorce. or you might learn about the reason why someone had a divorce. A fire sign, especially Aries, could be an emotional trigger for you. I feel like there is somebody who also makes you very nervous because they're always staring. You might be trying to figure out whether or not somebody is trustworthy. Can you trust this person? Somebody may be coming into your life to challenge you emotionally. You also could be emotionally triggered by either your father, a baby's father, or a father figure. Like something about the thought of father, something about that makes you emotionally unstable or very vulnerable. Like maybe you realize that there are some unhealed wounds in regards to this figure. You also may be triggered when it comes to control issues, like you don't like when you feel somebody's trying to control you. But it might be because of that memory, the memories that you have when somebody tried to control you last time, or, it's very triggering for you. I'm getting something about a past life and being like at war. I feel like somebody was in a war, or somebody was a soldier or died as a soldier. Especially for, people who have birthdays on days that relate to war. Like if you have a birthday on Veterans Day, or if your birthday is the same day as D-Day. I would just kind of check and see if your birthday falls on the same date as any past wars. Now, there also could be something going on politically where there is some sort of fear of a war or being sent off to war, deployment. Also, from a spiritual realm, I kind of feel like somebody is wanting forgiveness, especially if it is a father or a father figure. So I also just kind of feel like someone's skeletons could be released. Like somebody got some skeletons in the closet that might be falling out. You might hear some unexpected news. Okay, I feel like somebody was maybe stuck in an agreement or contract that they could not get out of, and I feel that unforeseen circumstances is going to remove somebody from that agreement or contract, which is a relief. So you don't have to worry anymore. I don't know what this contract is. It could be dealing with, employment. Maybe something's going on where you were like, I don't know why I signed up for this, or, just something that was really stressing you out. And then something happens where you don't have to worry about it anymore. Maybe the company folded and you're getting compensated. Or, you're getting some sort of, severance package. Maybe all of a sudden something in regards to a lawsuit, some finances from a lawsuit comes through. And you don't have to worry about work, depending on, I don't know, them settlements don't be that much. But, I don't know, just maybe something's happening where, it just makes you not have to worry anymore. It kind of establishes some sort of peace for you. Even if you were in a marriage contract that you couldn't get out of for whatever reason, and then something happens where it's like, oh, you don't have to worry about that situation anymore. Something is somebody else's problem now. I just kind of feel like you're like, that's not my problem anymore. I don't know. Even if this is about an ex who, I don't know, wouldn't leave you alone. Now all of a sudden this person is in a new relationship and they done left you alone, or they moved so they can't bother you anymore. It just seems like something you're kind of happy or relieved because something isn't your problem anymore. Yeah. All right. So that is all for deck number 1. All right. Deck number 2. We have the Magician, the Hanged Man, the King of Swords, the Princess of Swords, the Universe. Overall energy, Princess of Cups. Oh. Prince of Cups. And the Emperor. I might need to take this call. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So for one, it kind of feels that there's people around you watching. I don't know who this person is. I feel like there are several people watching you, and there are several people that maybe interact with you. This kind of feels like phishing or like a ghost account. I kind of feel like maybe someone is, in a sense, like being gang stalked. I'm also getting something in regards to like hidden enemies. There could be a lot of people around you that are your hidden enemies, or that are still kind of like manipulative in some way. And it's funny though, when I first pulled out the cards, I was getting something about being put to sleep. And I almost feel like somebody has been trying to put you to sleep or put people to sleep. I don't know if this is something just like in regards to like mass media, or if this is something individually. But I kind of feel like something is not as it seems, like this. It's been an illusion, optical illusion. Now, there's a possibility that a spell or any type of manipulation that's been going on, an illusion, whatever that is, it's possible that it is coming to an end, like no more manipulation, or there is something that is still causing a blockage, some sort of a block. There could be some sort of issues in regards to travel. Either someone has to travel, or someone cannot travel. They're unable to. They're being blocked, delayed, or restricted from traveling. Okay, so I'm also getting something like man behind the mirror. Not behind the mirror, but like man behind the mask. So I kind of feel like somebody is like used as a front, who is like not really in charge, or is the face of power. I don't know how this is pertaining to your personal life, but I just kind of feel like somebody is not the true face of power, or does not really have that authority. There also could be several people who are being used as a front. Smoke and mirrors is like the main thing I guess you're needing to look out for, because I just kind of feel like there's a lot of trickery, deflection, and just optical illusions going on. Also, kind of like if you are dealing with a problem or you're in some sort of dilemma, I feel like you're needing to look at it from the flip side. And then I feel like you'll figure it out. Like you're needing to see something from a different perspective. It almost makes me think of, I don't know if you play like that game called like Unblock Me. And oh my God, why are they calling again? Hold that thought. Sorry about that. Okay, so I was saying that like there's this game called Unblock Me. And it's like sometimes I play that game and it's like, okay, something I'm not seeing, because I know it's so simple when I'm like stuck, and then I'll like sometimes I'll flip my phone upside down, and then it's just like I'll play the game backwards, and I don't know, it just works. So I kind of feel like maybe something's going on where if you feel like you're trapped, like you need to really flip your thought process or something. Gotta think outside the box. You gotta see it from a higher perspective. Mm. I feel like you're also maybe needing a time out so that you can reflect or meditate. You also might need to detach or remove yourself from certain people, or remove yourself from a certain situation in order to get better insight. And I also feel like maybe something is going to be delayed until summer. Like you might have to wait until summer solstice, to carry on with something. It might just be astrologically better for you. Maybe something is going to be more in alignment with your birth chart. So I also see that there may be something that you're trying to manifest, but your manifestation is either being delayed or blocked. I feel like you're also needing to set boundaries with certain people. Seems too like there is something that is coming to a completion or an ending. Maybe some sort of chapter in your life. There's a possibility of having to travel or relocate. But I kind of feel like somebody has been trying to control you or control your thoughts. Someone has been parading or putting on some sort of facade of strength, but they're really afraid. Somebody is trying to contain you. Somebody is trying to block or contain you. I don't know, something just kind of feels like a boxing spell or a blocking spell. I kind of feel too like you should be able to see this in a dream. Like you can see them in another dimension. I know this sounds wow, but I kind of feel like you can see them in another dimension. Like I feel like somebody is trying to escape or get away with something, but you can see them in another realm. Or maybe you can see them during meditation. I keep hearing like glass, mirror. Someone could be siphoning your energy or stealing your gift. Hijack. Something's being hijacked. I want to say don't take the bait. So, I kind of feel like in regards to your personal information, there's something going on with phishing. Be careful about what you click on, the type of information you share. Because it may not be somebody personally that you know. This could be just something that's going on, like people's information being hijacked or something. Now, also, if it has been, there could be something going on where somebody is going to blow the whistle. Or there could be a whistleblower, maybe someone wanting or trying to expose something that's being hijacked. But I feel like something is bait. There is a possibility that someone is out for revenge. So now the other thing I'm getting is that something could be going on, a delay could be happening as protection, like you're needing to figure some things out. Kind of like you're in a corner or in time out so that you can, put things into perspective. If you become trapped in the situation, it just seems like you're going to have to analyze your situation, and it's like you're having to focus on how to get out of this situation. It just really seems like you have to think long and hard, like you're processing. In a love situation, I feel like there is someone who can't stop thinking about you, and this person is just like burdened by your thoughts. Or if you feel that way about somebody, it to me goes back to the sorcery or the trickery, where I feel like somebody is trying to cast something on you so that you will just think of them all the time. They're trying to bait you or trap you. Like somebody does not want you to escape or move on from them. I feel like you're needing to sharpen your mind. Something is like an exercise or like a drill. You might hear from an air sign, or maybe an air sign has been thinking about communicating something to you. Also, if you're traveling, I feel like there is someone that you cross paths with that may be significant, or you have a very significant conversation with someone. that's going to give you some sort of insight or guide you in a certain direction that you need to be going. I feel like a meeting is no coincidence. It also could be that the reason why something was delayed was so that you could cross paths with this person. Yeah, I really feel like there is some sort of blockage. There's some sort of blockage going on. It may continue throughout the summer. Well, until, the end of spring. Once summer comes in, and maybe there's going to be some more clarity. Or it's like your situation, like maybe you feel stuck or trapped in your situation, and that might be going on for the next 3 months. If your job is super stressful, same thing. I kind of feel like maybe you're having to hold on for the next 3 months. I feel like anybody in a strained situation like that is going to come to an end by the summertime. It also kind of looks like some leadership position could come to an end around that time. Yeah. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of mental strain. Something is like really confusing or heavy that you're having to deal with, heavy energy. You also might be experiencing loss of time. Loss of track of the day, week, or the days of the week. I feel like metaphysically something very strange is happening. And that also could be due to Mercury retrograde. There could be obstacles in communication and blockages. All right. Moving on to deck number 3. You have the Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Devil, Queen of Swords, overall energy, Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Hermit. So I kind of feel like maybe you are dealing with some sort of grief. Feels like you're having to let go. Maybe you feel worn out, tired, or defeated. Something could have been like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like you could only take on so much, and then you reached some sort of a breaking point, and I feel like you're now having to regroup or, re-strategize. Kind of feels too like you've been trying to understand something that has been very complex. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's your situation. I feel like either way you've been doing some sort of soul searching and trying to come to some sort of understanding, but something has been kind of confusing, or something's been throwing you off. Your situation may also have to deal with a water sign. Either you've been dealing with a confusing water sign, or that's been giving mixed signals. It also could be frustrating because someone's been trying to communicate with you indirectly, or they just keep dancing around a subject, and maybe it's just been exhausting. I feel that even though you might be about to experience some sort of letdown or loss of self, loss of identity, I feel like your faith will be restored. It also looks like the universe is removing people, things, or situations out of your life, and maybe you don't recognize it now, but at some point you will see that it was for the best. It has to do with your prayers being answered. It's like before your prayers are answered, certain things and people have to be removed from your life. At some point, I do feel that if you've been closed-minded to certain things, you're going to have more of an open mind. You're going to be more receptive to what the universe has in store. For some of you, you might also be deleting people on social media or your contacts. Yeah, you could be deleting people from social media, or maybe you're taking a break from social media. I feel like you're also needing to be patient. feel like time will heal, especially if you do feel wounded about something. I feel like time will heal. There's a possibility of either an air sign coming into your life or a Capricorn. I'm getting something about a connection that is that's karmic, and you having to defend yourself or stand toe to toe with this karmic energy. I feel like you are going to come out victorious in regards to some sort of obstacle that you're facing or about to face. You also look like you're just like telling the universe that you're ready for, whatever lies ahead. And the universe is like, okay, here it is. This is what you have to face, or this is what you have to deal with. And it's like, as you're going through this process, you're also being purified. In a love situation, I feel like you're thinking long and hard about entering some relationship. Like you don't want to enter it because you know what is in store. And maybe you swore off of this person or these types of relationships. But something happens where you feel invincible. And you just kind of feel like you're ready to deal with it. You're like, I can handle this. Or maybe you're praying for the strength. But I feel like you're being open to love. Even though you've been let down in the past, it still seems like that's your gift. Like you are invincible. You are able to rise back up every time you've been shut down. And there is this willingness to love unconditionally. Now, I'm not saying that you're needing to lie down and, just take, I don't want to say abuse, but, this difficult task that feels strenuous, or overbearing. I feel like you still need to set boundaries. It's not like you just kind of lay down and accept it, but you're just like, you're facing it, you're going through it. I kind of feel that this is still part of your character growth, your spiritual growth. Like everything that happens to you is still part of your path. It's part of your destiny. Like you need these experiences to help you navigate through this world. These experiences are like, it's like knowledge. It's like information downloads for you. And it's to prepare you, to make you kind of like stronger. You know how like in video games, like I assume, I ain't played video games in so long, y'all, but I don't even know if it's the same principle. But like certain video games where you defeat certain people and then you take on their power. That's kind of like what I feel is happening. Like every time you defeat these obstacles in your life, you take on the power of it. And then that also goes on to remind you that, you know, a spiritual journey is not for the faint of heart. It's just not, you know. Yeah. I feel like you definitely come out fighting after you've gone through like different spiritual experiences in your spiritual awakening. So I also feel like you are being awakened to your inner powers. For some of you, I feel like you also maybe let go of a dream. Maybe let go of a dream, or, you know, you used to believe in soulmates, or you used to believe in, you know, that you would be doing XYZ by a certain age. And, you know, certain things just have not turned out, and it, like, you feel defeated. But I kind of feel like, you know, you were just being prepared. You're going to come back alive with like these new insights or different understanding of your purpose or where you're headed. You also maybe thought somebody was your soulmate, but they weren't. Now, I also feel like somebody could be thinking about you because they are going through a breakup and feel like they made a mistake, and they're coming to the realization that you were their person. I feel like somebody might make a grand gesture of an apology. I kind of feel too like somebody is coming forward wanting to be fully transparent about who they are, what they do. This person has been through a lot. I feel like this person, they come off as either a villain or dark-natured. I feel like they also have dark features. If they are not dark in skin tone, then like their hair and eyes are dark. Somebody also may come into your life to challenge your innocence, or even a job. Um, Kind of feels like a water sign's been thinking about you. Somebody may be obligated towards you or obsessed, but it's because they're obligated to you spiritually. Someone might feel like they owe you for no reason, but it's, might be some sort of past life or spiritual contract that you have with this person that makes them feel that way. Spiritually, I feel that you are stepping into your true self. I also feel like your soul purpose is like being revealed to you. Something is giving you peace. I do feel like there is some sort of good news. You're going to receive some sort of good news after disappointment. Something is coming back to life, like a spirit or your drive. If you had your soul crushed, I feel like your spirit is coming back to life. In love, I feel like you're going to hear from your soulmate. Stop it. If there's someone that you're connected to spiritually, I feel like this person may be sending some sort of telepathic messages to you. Or if they're also into metaphysical things, it's like you guys are just kind of tapped into each other. I also feel that someone has been either trying to prepare themselves for you, or like I was saying earlier, like the situations that you've been in have been to prepare you. Like, again, I'm seeing like that strength and that resilience, like nothing can knock you down. And you just kind of like taken on the strength of the things that you've had to go, you've taken on the characteristics or the powers of the things that you had to go through, like you took on, you consumed those powers within you. It kind of feels too like you're being encouraged to have confidence. I'm getting something about your inner beast. So just basically kind of like tapping into your inner beast or your darkness, your shadow, and using it for good. Or using it to manifest. It does seem like something has been tamed. Something has been caged up and tamed, and is now being released or set loose. Like something is coming loose or being released. I keep feeling like you're ready to stand toe to toe with something or someone. I don't know, I just kind of feel like somebody has been seasoned. Maybe you needed to go through something to take on a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of job, or a certain relationship. It's like, I guess, like the overall thing that I'm getting. I feel like you're also being told not to be afraid, and that you have, protection by your side. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. I know a lot of the messages can get very metaphysical for me sometimes, but I hope it made sense for you. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.